And hopefully you can hear me on the stream at home. Can you hear me on the stream at home? I won't find out for a long time, but hopefully so. All the time. La 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 ha ha. Is the sound working? Is the sound working? Right, hello if you're watching online. We'll be getting started in about 5 minutes or so. Do sit tight. Just to forewarn you, we won't have all the usual sort of hilarious commentary that me and Jack normally do, as it is live in the bar. But the quiz will be just as good, don't you worry. Just as many twists and turns, and it'll be a good time, I'm sure. So, in about 5 minutes, we will be starting. See you then. Right, we're nearly there. We're about to get going. Get ready. Genuinely, it's about to get going. Hello, hello. Sounds loud, but that feels like it's fine. And welcome to the Vern Bar Quiz. Way, we're back in person. They didn't think it was possible, but actually everyone thought it was perfectly possible. And we're doing it anyway, so it's a great time. If you've been looking at the screen, this person is, of course, the international superstar and friend of the show. Oh, have we got it going? Gillian Anderson of television and film fame. So we are going to start off, of course, with the links round. Now, how the links round works is we're going to show you 9 general knowledge questions, seemingly general knowledge questions. The 10th question will be, what's the link? What is the link that links the first 9 answers together? And the first question of the quiz is, which animal in the novel Wind in the Willows famously owns an eponymous hall? Which animal in the novel Wind in the Willows famously owns an eponymous hall? Oh yeah, write this down on a piece of paper or on a notes app. Also, get thinking of a team name, because the best team name will get to pick a round for next week. It's high stakes. Also, the winner of the quiz will win a £20 bar tab. A £20 bar tab. Who'd have thought? What a prize. Got a picture. Okay. I don't know if you got one. Right. The next question is, Ian? Hello, hello. Right. The next question is, which plant grown across the world is known for its oil, its seeds, and its fibres that are used to make linen? Which plant grown across the world is known for its oil, its seeds, and its fibres that are used to make linen? I hope you at home are having a lovely time if you're there. We do appreciate you. Okay, question number 3. King Ghidorah, Smaug, and Toothless are examples of what mythical animal from fiction? King Ghidorah, Smaug, and Toothless are examples of which mythical animal from fiction? Reminder, there's a link between these questions. If you work out the link, that might help you get the answers. What could it be? Oh, if you are watching on in the back bar, thank you for sticking with us. Sorry your setup's rubbish. They don't have to paste this. Right, question number 4. Which spiny plant, often seen as a weed, is a specialist food source for goldfinches and a symbol of the Lorraine region of France? Which spiny plant, often seen as a weed, is a specialist food source for goldfinches and a symbol of the Lorraine region of France? Goldfinches. What could it be? It turns out I can sort of just speak to the stream, and it's fine. If I just speak to the microphone, then no one else is bothered. It's a lovely time. This is sort of my inner monologue in many ways. Jack's running the sound, so sorry that you can't hear all his very pithy things he normally has to say. Right, next up is question number 5. The character Alex, voiced by Ben Stiller in the Madagascar film franchise, is which animal? That's more like it. The character Alex, voiced by Ben Stiller in the Madagascar film franchise, is which animal? Classic, classic. This will surely help you get the link. Yeah. Yeah. It's everything. Right, almost ready. Get ready for question number. This me speaking now is an online Watchers exclusive. We're about to do question 6. And here it is, question number 6. Cornwall, hey, that's where I'm from, is the largest global producer of which springtime flower? Spoken about by William Wordsworth in the poem I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. Cornwall is the largest global producer of which springtime flower? Spoken about by William Wordsworth in the poem I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. Cornwall? That's because I think I put a topic in one last time. So. Exams are going brilliantly for everyone, but don't think about that now. It's time for the quiz. Take your mind off it. This is just for you. This is the DLC, as Jack just said. Next up is question number 7. You may notice there's sort of very random timings between each question. It's because I'm quite impatient, so it's a good time. Question number 7. In the Middle Ages, narwhal tusks were sold as a horn of which mythical creature? In the Middle Ages, narwhal tusks were sold as a horn of which mythological creature? Mythological, that's apropos, as there's a mythology round later. Get ready for that one. Specifically Egyptian mythology, but only you watching at home know that. This is like my looks to camera audio. I'm very grateful for all of you. Okay, next. Question number 8. Which British mammal was introduced to the islands by either the Romans or the Normans and suffers worldwide from myxomatosis? Nice jolly question, this one, for question number 8. Which British mammal was introduced to the island by either the Romans or the Normans and suffers worldwide from myxomatosis? Okay. Any Art Garfunkel fans out there? I think most of the people watching at home are my family. So hello, my family. Hope you're having a lovely time. I wonder who this band is. I feel like they're relevant. Question number 9. Which thorny flower, often planted for its aesthetic value, can be used as a flavouring for foods such as Turkish delight? Which thorny flower, often planted for its aesthetic value, can be used as a flavouring for foods such as Turkish delight? Remember, there's a link between all these 9 answers you've just had, so that might help you get some of them. You may be able to hear some pop music going on behind. That is going to get us demonetized. But to be honest, it's not a massive source of revenue for Hillbeat anyway. And of course, question number 10, as it always is with the links round, what's the link? What's the first live link in a very long time? What is the link? What is the link that links the first 9 answers together? They have a common theme. In a moment, I'll go through these questions again in case anyone missed them. Briefly. the link. Classic. It's still, look, it's a different format, but you know, it's still the questions you know and love. Right, okay, I'm going to quickly nip through these questions again. Question number 1. Which animal in Wind in the Willows lives in an eponymous hall? Which plant grown across the world is known for its oil, seeds, and fibres used to make linen? Question number 3. Ghidorah, Smaug, and Toothless are examples of which mythical animal from fiction? Question number 4. Which spiny plant, often seen as a weed, is a specialist food source for goldfinches and is as a symbol of Lorraine, region of France? Question number 5. The character Alex, voiced by Ben Stiller in the Madagascar film Fibres, is which animal? Cornwall is the largest global producer of which springtime flower spoken about by William Wordsworth in the poem I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud? Question number 7. In the Middle Ages, narwhal tusks were sold as a horn of which mythological creature? Question number 8. Which British mammals introduced to the island by either the Romans or the Normans and suffers worldwide from myxomatosis? Question number 9. Thorny flower often finds for its aesthetic value, can be used as flavouring for food such as texture like. And question number 10, of course, as always, what's the link? Although it's not like the drink serves do people get drinks because they didn't have them anyway. That's right. Me and Jack have got Lebanese today, which is exciting. We both got a halloumi and falafel wrap, you know, the classic. Right, anyway, we're about to carry on. Oh, it's the end of the song. Why not get started on the next round? Here it is. This round is called Double Meanings. Double Meanings. And I made this round and I thought that's quite difficult to explain, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. So how it works is it's going to be 10 questions, as are all rounds. But each question is comprised of 2 questions smushed together. So both of these 2 questions have the same answer, but they've been smushed together. You'll see what it means. Anyway, just give me the answer. For example, question number 1. Which household appliance has the atomic number 26? It's slightly cryptic. You see what I'm getting at? So which household appliance, and which has the atomic number 26? So they've been smushed together. Double meaning. So what's the answer to this one? It's a bit of a weird round, but hopefully it'll go down well. You know, with the troops. I'm really hoping someone from the bar staff comes and asks me if I want another drink. Right, question number 2. Which Aramaic word, often used to address God, won the Eurovision Song Contest in 1974? Which Aramaic word, often used to address God, won the Eurovision Song Contest in 1974? What could it be? You know, this quiz is no stranger to Aramaic. But only this one word. After this round, we'll be having a little break. So if you're holding out for the loo, go at the end of this round. Question number 3. Which Hawaiian goddess of volcanoes scored 77 goals for the Brazilian national football team? Which Hawaiian goddess of volcanoes scored 77 goals for the Brazilian national football team? We're going to have a break at the end of this round. I think we still do the SLC post team names. Oh. Right, next up is question number 4. Which captain of the USS Enterprise often refers to the Church of Scotland? Which captain of the USS Enterprise often refers to the Church of Scotland? You know? Is he a man? This is the Star Trek question to pander to all the Star Trek fans, you know. I know there's two sort of churchy questions next to each other. I feel like, given probably the majority of my current audience, I feel like churchy questions are okay. Next up, question number 5. Which Italian island is known for playing DCI John Luther? Which Italian island is known for playing DCI John Luther? Tune after tune. Question number 6. Robbie, I would like a pint of Carling. Which city in Arizona is mythical and associated with fire? Which city in Arizona is mythical and associated with fire? Thank you. Jack's really enjoying his chips. Lebanese chips, they're good to be fair, but you have to eat them when they're the right temperature. They're not nice cold. I'm glad this isn't picking up that. I guess it does about that. Sorry, Candid. Our next question. Question number 7. Which multi-billion-dollar company is used by pedestrians to travel under a road? Which multi-billion-dollar company is used by pedestrians to travel under a road? Multi-billion by like some stretch of the imagination. I don't really know about finance. Companies, I don't know. Yes, this might, in its nature, be a slightly longer quiz than usual. So it's okay, you know, Mum and Dad, if you want to watch the news. Right, question number 8. Which Slavic language is rubbed into substances to make them smooth and shiny? Which Slavic language is rubbed into substances to make them smooth and shiny? I've just seen that Cheadle got that one. He knows his stuff. That was a real air horn. That wasn't me doing a sound of it. Question number 9. Which large semi-aquatic rodents are a group of outdoorsy 6 to 8-year-old children? Which large semi-aquatic rodents are a group of outdoorsy 6 to 8-year-old children? This is my favorite one. This one? True, because they'll be listening in. What could it be? Large semi-aquatic rodents. Yeah, someone been on this long enough. Mum, Dad, Mum, Chris, Rude. Right, next up. Next up, and the final question of this round. Which large European city shot Achilles? Which large European city shot Achilles? A classic. I mean, it's not a round we've done before, but this is definitely a classic question of the round. Yeah, break. Check my sheet outside. Yeah. We can get away with shit. Cut the whole wrap. Right, I'm going to run through these questions again and then we're going to have a break for a bit. So question number 1, which household appliance has the atomic number 26? Question number 2, which Aramaic word often used to address God won the Eurovision Song Contest in 1974? Question number 3, which Hawaiian Goddess of volcanoes scored 77 goals for the Brazilian national football team? Question number 4, which captain of the USS Enterprise often refers to the Church of Scotland? Question number 5, which Italian island is known for playing DCI John Luther? Question number 6, which Italian city in Arizona is mythical and associated with fire? Question number 7, which multi-billion-dollar company is used by pedestrians to travel under a road? Question number 8, which Slavic language is rubbed into substances to make them smooth and shiny? Question number 9, which large semi-aquatic rodents are a group of outdoorsy 6 to 8-year-old children? And question number 10, which large European city shot Achilles? So have a think about those. You can think about those during the break, which is now. It's now the time for a break. We're gonna have a break for around 5 minutes, maybe longer. Me and Jack need to eat our dinner, you see. But in the meantime, if you're watching at home, or if you're watching and you want something to do in here, we've got a mystery graph. It's a mystery graph. Here's a graph or like graphic. Can you tell me what it is? What could it be? This isn't. You won't get any points for this. This is just a fun little brain teaser. Right. Well, back in a while, everyone. Right, we'll be started again in just a moment. Right, hopefully you've had enough time to think about this one. This is, if you're wondering, this is a map of everywhere that has a McDonald's. And the years on it are the decade or whatever the year span in which that country got a McDonald's. You may notice Iceland there is in the former colour because it used to have a McDonald's and now it doesn't. And I guess that's the same with Bolivia. Who knew? Anyway, on with the usual proceedings. Next up, this is a round called Smithbusters. So we're going to show you 10 questions, and all the answers are people with the surname Smith. So it's fine. It's a classic. It's classic. It's Smithbusters, you know. Right. Question number 1: which Smith has played Prince Philip and the Doctor? Question number 1: which Smith has played Prince Philip and the Doctor? Okay, that's good. It feels like a very Vern Barker's kind of round. Also, hope you like the edit I did on the background there. Next up is question number 2. Which Smith had the debut single Whip My Hair? Which Smith had the debut single Whip My Hair? Well, I hope you appreciate the edit I did. Very subtle addition of changing of the word myth to the word Smith. I was quite proud of that one. Right, next up. Question number 3. Which Smith wears the number 32 and plays as an attacking midfielder for Arsenal? Which Smith wears the number 32 and plays as an attacking midfielder for Arsenal? No regrets. Look at you doing your chaotic. Jack's doing his chaotic face, so something is about to go wrong. Question number 4. Which Smith has been portrayed by John Hurt in a 1984 adaptation of a 1949 novel? Which Smith has been portrayed by John Hurt in a 1984 adaptation of a 1949 novel? What? There's song. Sweet Caroline's playing. Jack's very pleased with himself, as he should be, to be fair. English student, right? Ba, ba, ba. Question number 5. Which Smith performs the Bond theme, Writings on the Wall? Which Smith performed the Bond theme, Writings on the Wall? Having a lot of classic Smiths. if you're worrying, the wrap I had, that me and Jack both had, was very tasty in both counts. Thank you to international superstar and friend of the show, Lebanese, and also Sophia Pym, organising that. I don't know what's after the chorus. Question number 6. Which Smith, also known as Daisy Renton, fell victim to the negligence of the Burling family? Which Smith, also known as Daisy Renton, fell victim to the negligence of the Burling family? Sorry if you hear the noise of Jack banging on the table. He's just getting really into some Neil Diamond right now. Right, next up, question number 7. Which Smith was a key figure in the Scottish Enlightenment and sometimes known as the father of capitalism? Which Smith was a key figure of the Scottish Enlightenment and sometimes called the father of capitalism? Talk about disappointing children. That was a little zing. I'm sure if everyone sort of thought about it, they'd really enjoy that one. Jack's in such a chaotic face right now. It's very stressful. Is it 10 as well? Not quite. No, same difference. Right. Next up, question number 8. Which Smith is an awkward 14-year-old boy whose grandfather once turned himself into a pickle? Which Smith is an awkward 14-year-old boy whose grandfather once turned himself into a pickle? This is again to appeal to the same demographic that the Star Trek question before was meant to appeal to. Oh Lord. Question number 9, and the most fun to research question of this round. Which Smith, has due to her widespread influence, has in the past led to national sales of eggs increasing by 10%, cranberries by 200%. She has also caused items like lemon zesters and omelette pans to sell out entirely. Which Smith, due to her widespread influence, has in the past led to national sales of eggs increasing by 10% and cranberries by 200%. She's also caused items like lemon zesters and omelette pans to sell out entirely. It was a very fun research rabbit hole I went down. It got so bad. No, I won't tell you that because I'll make it away. But it got quite bad. The shop started complaining. They had to be forewarned. And question number 10. Which Smith is a veteran actor known for roles such as Violet Crawley and Minerva McGonagall? Which Smith is a veteran actor known for roles such as Violet Crawley and Minerva McGonagall? Almost. Come on, Jack, I'm a professional. Who knew there were so many Smiths? There aren't many more than 10. There's about 12, maybe. Honourable mention to Sarah Jane Smith. Right, okay, I'm going to nip through these questions again. Okay, question number 1. Which Smith has played Prince Philip and the Doctor? Question number 2. Which Smith had a debut single, Whip My Hair? Question number 3. Which Smith wears the number 32 and plays as an attacking midfielder for Arsenal? Question number 4. Which Smith has been portrayed by John Hurt in a 1984 adaptation of a 1949 novel? Question number 5. Which Smith performed the Bond theme Writings on the Wall? Question number 5. Which Smith, also known as Daisy Renton, fell victim to the negligence of the Burling family? Question number 7. Which Smith was a key figure in the Scottish Enlightenment and sometimes known as the father of capitalism? Question number 5. Which Smith is an awkward 14-year-old boy whose grandfather once turned himself into a pickle? Question number 9. Which Smith has, due to her widespread influence in the past, led to sales of eggs increasing by 10% and cranberries by 200%? She's also caused items like lemon zesters and omelette pans to sell out entirely. And question number 10. Which Smith is a veteran actor known for roles such as Violet Crawley and Minerva McGonagall? Right, on we proceed with the quiz. And round number 4 of 5 is on Egyptian mythology. This is the specialist round. So chosen. We chose this specialist round. The person who got the best team name at the last quiz chose this round. So if you get the best team name this week and you're here with us today, you are able to pick a round for next week. So get thinking of a team name. Yeah, on we go. Question number 1. This was a Jack round. Some of them are very sort of niche, but hopefully you'll do all right. Question number 1. What is the name for the realm of the dead in Egyptian mythology? What is the name of the realm of the dead in Egyptian mythology? This is a bit of classic papyrus font on a sort of generic background. Jack likened this into a sort of year 7 presentation on Egyptian mythology you might do at school. This question sort of reeks of contention, but hopefully it doesn't. Question number 2. Question number 2. What is the name for the ancient Egyptian embodiment of chaos? What is the name for the ancient Egyptian embodiment of chaos? Yeah, I hadn't heard of the first 4 answers to this question, so you know it's a good time. Percy Jackson's friend. Is it kind of in the same universe? Oh, because all the gods are like local. That's cool. Stop me. Right, question number 3. Nearly question number 3. Question number 3. Which crocodile-headed god is often associated with the Nile, and indeed crocodiles? Which crocodile-headed god was often associated with the Nile, and indeed crocodiles? This is a very Jack Rodman question. I guess he was still doing the exam. I think it's quite reasonable to do it today. Right, Nicky. Question number 4 potentially opening it up a bit to people who aren't so into Egyptian mythology. Who was the ancient Egyptian god of the sun and one of the creator gods? Who is the ancient Egyptian god of the sun and one of the creator gods? If you were going to guess an Egyptian god, make it this one. Next question. Right, question number 5. Which animal did Anubis, a god of death, have the head of? Which animal did Anubis, a god of death, have the head of? One of like make a table or a Can you do it in a logical way so you can sort of work out where they are in the box? I suppose not. Next one. Question number 6. The ancient Egyptian ankh symbol, still popular today, can be seen to represent what? The ancient Egyptian ankh symbol, still popular today, can be seen to represent what? Okay. Yeah, but you know, it's sort of associated with it. Yum, yum, road. Yum, 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 yum. Very well done if you're still sticking with us online. I know this is a bit slow moving, sorry about that. Actually, not that much slower than usual, but, you know, with less of our thrilling entertainment. Next up is question number 7. Which ancient Egyptian city was the capital of the New Kingdom between, oh my gosh, I can't read out numbers, 1570 and 1069 BCE, and an important religious centre for the god Amun? Which ancient Egyptian city was the capital of the New Kingdom between 1570 and 1069 BCE, and an important religious centre for the god Amun? Amun. However you'd like to say it. The answer. If you could sit, I guarantee you get it. I reckon this isn't as hard as your first 3. Like I'd heard of this. Well, that's okay. I think you've earned it if you can hear us talk about the answers. We said nothing specific. Right. Next up is question number 8. The name of the ancient Egyptian goddess of magic and wife of Osiris is also the name of a river flowing through which UK city? The name of the Egyptian goddess of magic and wife of Osiris is also the name of a river flowing through which UK city?
I'll talk over the gap.
Right, question number 9. A capital of ancient Egypt in the Old Kingdom shares its name with which modern-day city of Tennessee? It is the 28th largest in the USA. That's helpful. So if you just list the biggest 28 cities, you'll get it. A capital of the ancient Egypt in the Old Kingdom shares its name with which modern-day city in Tennessee? Is the 28th largest in the USA?
Absolute tune. We haven't been able to play this in the verb for so long. I'm glad it's back. It's No Regrets by Daffy. Explicit. Sorry about that. Die before I wake. Right.
And next up, question number 10, as always. Oh gosh. Ekanu or obelisks were structures often placed at the entrance to ancient Egyptian temples. In Los Angeles, the Griffiths, I can't say Griffiths, that was the word I struggled with here. Observatory obelisk was constructed as a monument in 1934 to honor astronomers. 6 years prior in Berkeley, another city in California, the film director James Ivory was born, who went on to found Merchant Ivory Productions with producer Ismail Merchant. This company was responsible for creating the 1980 film adaptation based off which 1908 romance novel and humorous critique of English society. I'm not reading that one again. It's a fresh question number 10. It's a fresh series, you know. Right, I'll run through these again. So question number 1, what is the name of the realm of the dead in Egyptian mythology? Question number 2, what is the name of the ancient Egyptian embodiment of chaos? Question number 3, which crocodile-headed god was often associated with the Nile, and indeed crocodiles? Who was the Egyptian god of the sun and one of the creator gods? Question number 5, which animal did Anubis, a god of death, have the head of? Question number 6, the ancient Egyptian ankh symbol, still popular today, can be seen to represent what? Question number 7, which ancient Egyptian city was the capital of the New Kingdom between 1570 and 1069 BCE, an important religious center of the god Amun? Question number 8, the name of the ancient Egyptian goddess of magic and wife of Osiris is also the name of a river flowing through which UK city? Question number 9, a capital of the ancient Egypt in the Old Kingdom shares its name with which modern-day city in Tennessee and is the 20th largest in the USA? And I'll read the last sentence. This company was responsible for making a 1985 film adaptation based off which 1908 romance novel and humorous critique of English society?
Arguably, I didn't need to say that into the mic, but I think I did. I had to put it on, and I was hoping it was virtual insanity, but was it? Do you remember BGs? One more round left. Don't you worry.
Right, and now it's time for our 5th and final round. But it's not going to be easy. It's a wipeout round. It's a wipeout round. The wipeout round works as follows. We're going to show you 9 questions. If you write down an answer and it's wrong, you'll get 0 points for the entire round. So wipeout round, there's 10 questions. Did I say 9? I meant 10. There's 10 questions. Okay. If you leave an answer blank, that's fine. There's no jeopardy there. If you put an answer and it's right, that's great. You get a point for it. But if you put an answer and it's wrong, that's 0 points for the entire round. So be careful, you know, don't put it unless you're sure, because this is a big differential round. Wipeouts regularly create winners. So question number 1, in this general knowledge high stakes round, which decade saw the airing of the first episode of Friends? Question number 1, which decade saw the airing of the first episode of Friends? This in the background is a sort of knockoff of the Puss in Boots film called Puss in Boots: A Furry Tale. It's one of those films where only the poster is like CGI, like 3D, because they couldn't afford to do that for the rest of the films. The rest is just like 2D cartoon. All right, the high stakes continues with question number 2. Name 2 of the 7 countries in which you would find the Carpathian mountain range. Name 2 of the 7 countries in which you would find the Carpathian mountain range. It's not exactly. I thought this might be some thoughts. This one. You did a good job. I'm like enjoying the music. Right. Okay, question number 3. Which position has been held by Julia Gillard and Malcolm Turnbull? Which position has been held by Julia Gillard and Malcolm Turnbull? Reminder, if you get it wrong, that is 0 points for the entire round. In my mind, this is an easy question. I don't. Okay. Right. Question number 4. Which song features the lyrics meaning "What's your name? Yes, pretty. Yes, my house, your house." Which song features lyrics meaning "What's your name? Yes, pretty. Yes, my house, your house." Next up is question number 5. Which chocolate bar was created by Emil Baumann and Theodore Tobler? Which chocolate bar was created by Emil Baumann and Theodore Tobler? This is the second week in a row, if you've been watching the Vern Backwards Light, where in a wipeout we've had a chocolate bar question. You can tell what I'm thinking about a lot of the time. Right. Number 6. The latest episode of which TV soap opera had the following synopsis? Summer has a big decision to make, but her mind is elsewhere as things heat up between her and Sienna. Cher continues to taunt Mercedes with her cruelest plan yet. Juliet surprises Sid. The latest episode of which TV soap opera has the following synopsis? Summer has a big decision to make, but her mind is elsewhere as things heat up between her and Sienna. Cher continues to taunt Mercedes with her cruelest plan yet. Juliet surprises Sid. Right. Question number 7. In the poem by William Carlos Williams, what fruit has the speaker eaten from the icebox? In the poem by William Carlos Williams, what fruit has the speaker eaten from the icebox? I had a whole lesson about this poem today, so that's why I wrote it as a question. It was a good time. We had to translate it into Spanish. Let's get 2,000. Right. Question number 7. No, question number 8. Below is a section of a list. What is that list? Below is a section of a list. What is that list? So we've got horse and rider, iron, lantern, purse, penguin, race car, rocking horse, rubber duck, sack of money, and Scotty dog. And no, it's not my shopping list from today. Below is a section of a list. So what is that list? We've got horse and rider, iron, lantern, purse, penguin, race car, rocking horse, rubber duck, sack of money, Scotty dog. Here, actually. The other one. Reminder, if you get one question wrong and it's written down for this round, that's zero for the entire round, so watch out. If you decide you don't want it before we go through the answers, you can put a cross through it and that's fine. But now it's time for question number 9. What is in Parmesan cheese which makes it not suitable for vegetarians? What is in Parmesan cheese which makes it not suitable for vegetarians? I'm very sorry to any vegetarians if this is a revelation to you.
I got a question I almost put in it, and I replaced it with William Carlos Williams one. Because what pastime is wopo short for? Oh, maybe I should have done that. Maybe I'll save it for next time. I'll maybe ask it as a teaser when.
Right, and question number 10, and the final question of the quiz. What is the highest prime number below 4,000? What is the highest prime number below 4,000? The only fact checking I did of this was looking up all the prime numbers, so hopefully it is correct what the answer I've got. I mean, no, I'm 100% confident that my answer is right, obviously.
Bruce Springsteen. This one feels like a bit of a think of this question.
If you're thinking maybe you can't be bothered to go to the apple, this point could mean that you win a £20 bar tab, so might be worth going for it. Right, I'm going to nip through the wipeout questions again before we go through the real answers. Question number 1, which decade saw the airing of the first episode of Friends? Question number 2, name 2 of the 7 countries in which you would find the Carpathian mountain range. Question number 3, what position has been held by Julia Gillard and Malcolm Turnbull? Question number 4, what song features lyrics meaning, what's your name? Yes, pretty, yes, my house, your house. Question number 5, which chocolate bar was created by Emil Bauman and Theodore Tobler? The latest episode of which TV show has the following synopsis? Juliet surprises Sid. I think that was the main part of that. Question number 7. In the poem by William Carlos Williams, what fruit has the speaker eaten from the icebox? Question number 7. What is this list? What's the list of? Horse and rider, iron, lantern, purse, penguin, et al. Question number 8. What is in Parmesan cheese which makes it not suitable for vegetarians? And question number 10. What is the highest prime number below 4,000? Right, we're going to go through the answers and not very long, so make sure you go back to any questions you were umming and erring about before.
I will say to people at home, we will include your team names in the team name selection. Do send me on Facebook, Hugo Bush, a message if you would like your team name to be into consideration. We're not going to do the Facebook post. Just send me a message with your team name. Yeah, I think. Oh, nice. This question was obviously for you, Joseph Boutron. I now gather is watching.
Right, I don't know about you, but I think it's time for the answers. So, put down your writing pens and pick up your scoring pens, which will likely be the same pen, and that's okay. You will be marking your own, but if you have we will be checking your answers, so don't like cheat with your marks. We don't do half marks. If you're wrong, you're wrong. This week we don't do half marks anyway. So yeah, we'll be checking the winning score. So don't put a stupid score and it's not right because we'll know. Right, so here we go with the answers. Whoa, it's time for the answers. What a time. I don't know about you, but I'm really wondering what the answers are. So first we had the links round. So this one from the Willows was, of course, toad. It was toad hall. Toad hall. Question number 2, the answer was for linen, it's flax. It's flax. After flax, we had Smaug and Toothless, which of course are... No, that's not the answer. They're not... Whales is not the answer. The answer is dragon. The answer is dragon. Well done, dragon. Whales is a different kind of animal, and it's not spelled like that. Which spiny plant? This is, of course, thistle. This is the thistle. Yes, this is the thistle. What about question 3? That was dragon. Question number 4 is thistle. Well, I'm sorry about that. Right, so question number 5. This is lion. Lion, well done if you got that. You might be sensing what the link is, especially as I arguably gave it away. This is the daffodil. The daffodil. The unicorn. The unicorn. Normal tusks were sold as unicorn tusks. This is the rabbit. The rabbit. After the rabbit, we have the rose. The rose. And the link, of course, well done if you got this, was the UK/British Isles/British overseas dependencies national symbols. I'm going to tell you which are the ones I can remember, but I don't reckon it. So, toad, I believe, is for Guernsey. I think the toad is Guernsey. I think flax is the Isle of Man. Dragon is, of course, Wales, funnily enough. The thistle is Scotland. Lion is England. The daffodil is Wales. The unicorn is Scotland. The rabbit is one of the countries as well, I guess. Alderney, maybe. The rose is England as well. And they're all UK national symbols. So very well done if you got those. Then, next up, we had our double meanings round. Double meanings. The household appliance that was at atomic number 26 was iron. Iron, well done if you got that. Which household appliance is a household appliance? And iron, the element that has the atomic number 26. Is ABBA. Sometimes capitalized. You can have it capitalized or not, because ABBA won the Eurovision Song Contest, and it means father in Aramaic. This is Pele. You can have all the accents, you can have no accents, whatever. Pele was the answer here. Kirk. We wanted Kirk this one. Captain Kirk and the Kirk of Scotland. DCI John Luther. We were just after Elba, the island of Elba, and Idris Elba, of course. Elba. Phoenix. In Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona, and associated with fire, of course. Subway, there we had Subway. This is, of course, Polish/Polish. This, I feel like caught a few people out, but you got there eventually. Question number 9, this is, of course, beavers. Beavers, like Beaver Scouts, you know. Beavers. And question number 10 was, of course, Paris. Paris there. Then we had our Smith Busters. The first Smith, this is, of course, Matt Smith. Question number 1 was Matt Smith. Then we had Willow Smith, the only one of that family who's made a mixed appearance in this round. Then we had Emil Smith Rowe. Emil Smith Rowe. Winston Smith. Winston Smith. Then after that, it was Sam Smith, of course. Eva Smith, following up from Inspector Calls. Then we had Adam Smith. Adam Smith. Then Morty Smith from Rick and Morty, of course. Morty Smith is what we're after there. Delia Smith. Yeah, the Delia effect, that was called. Apparently, yeah, she had to, and in the end, her television company had to pre-warn supermarkets because they were sold out. Then it was Maggie Smith. That was our last Smith, was Maggie Smith. Then we have all the ones which I'm going to be able to pronounce very well. Is the Egyptian mythology round. This is Tuat. Tuat was the first one. Then we had Apophis. 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 Then after that was Sobek. Sobek. Ra was the next one. Classic. You could have guessed that one. Ra. Like from that Lady Gaga song, I guess. Then it was Jackal. The Jackal. Life. It was life. Or something like life. You can have vitality, I guess you can have. But we wanted life was really what we were after. Eve. We'll give you We'll give you fertility as well. We'll give you fertility. Then it was Thebes. Thebes, all you Civ 5 players might have who played Egypt. Then we had Oxford, the River Isis. Oxford. Then we have, is that not right? Then we had Memphis. It was Memphis was the next one. And this is, of course, as always, A Room with a View. One of my favourite ones from Ian Forster that I haven't read, but I haven't really heard of. A Room with a View. Maybe learn this one because it may come up in future quizzes. A Room with a View. Right, then we had our wipeout round. Reminder, if you get any of these questions wrong and you've written them down, that is 0 points for the entire round. So, and 1 point per question you get right, if not. Question number 1, it was the 90s, 1994. It was the 90s, of course, it was a classic. Then you can have any two, you have to have two of this list. Czechia, or Czech Republic, Slovakia, Poland, Hungary, Ukraine, Romania, and Serbia. You have to have two of those, no more, no less. Then we had Julia Gillard and Malcolm Turnbull, who've both been Prime Minister of Australia. They've both been Prime Minister of Australia. You need the Australia there. If you put Leader of the Opposition of Australia, I'll also give it to you, but I feel like you won't have put that. Question number 4. What's your name? Yes, pretty. Yes, my house. Your house is, of course, Hips Don't Lie. That's why we skipped it earlier on, because we don't want to give it away. Kosiyama. C. Bonita. C. Mikasa Sukasa. Yes, I do a Spanish degree. No, I don't take autographs. Question number 5. Emil Baumann and Theodore Tobler, of course, created the Toblerone. It was, of course, the Toblerone. Clue was in the question. This is, of course, what they've got this Hollyoaks. Hollyoaks. After Hollyoaks, it was plums. Plums from the icebox. Plums. This, well, then we've got this is part of it. It's actually part of a graph. It's the axis of a graph for Monopoly pieces. Monopoly pieces of all time. It's part of the list. It's part of the list. You can see there's a section of the list. They all have good Monopoly pieces. There's uproar here in the Vern. The quiz is back and running, truly. Then Palms on Cheese, what's in it is rennet, animal rennet. Rennet was the answer we wanted to hear. Rennet, not little bacon pieces, that's not the answer. And the highest prime number below 4,000 is 3,989. 3,989. Right, add up your scores, please add up your scores. That would be very handy if you could. Add up your scores and then we'll be back in a moment with the results. Again, oh, yeah, nice. I think if we were out of it. And don't forget a team name as well. If you have the best team name, you get a chance to pick a round for the next quiz. So make sure the team name's good. Me and Jack are picking. And if you'd like to send me on Facebook a message, me, Hugo Bush, that is, with your team name, and then you can be put into contention if you're watching at home. While we wait, here's a little brain. Here's another little extra brain teaser. Here's a question that almost made it into the wipeout that didn't. So, what pastime is WOPO short for? WOPO, W-O-P-O, is a shortened name or like a nickname for a pastime. What pastime is it? Still think. WOPO, W-O-P-O. Jack's doing what he does best and going around collecting the team names and scores from people here. It's a great time. Say again? Last time, but I didn't. That's cool. What's WOPO short? A pastime is WOPO short for W-O-P-O. It's a little brain tease. Well, thank you, Eleanor and team. More marks than we're going to get in my exam for your submission. It's a very strong score and a very strong name. Look at this. We have the results. Ooh, who's it going to be? I can tell you to start off with that the team name winner goes to our one online watching team with that name. 35 more marks here than I'm going to get in my exam, because I felt like that really said the collective pain we have here. I will now read you third, second, and third place. No, I'll give you third, second, and first actually. Although there's lots of second place, so third you're actually about sixth, so don't feel too special. In third place with 36 points is Why Can't Hickey Boy Have an Original Thought? So well done for that. Then joined in second place is It's All Coming Out Now, Tea or Coffee, and Hill Jim Massive. And the winning team with 42 points is, and the winner of the £20 bar tab is Scouting for Plums. Very well done, Scouting for Plums. You have won the £20 bar tab. Congratulations. And the special round next time is on Dr. Seuss. It's on Dr. Seuss. Excellent stuff. Right, so thank you for coming to the quiz. I hope you enjoyed your bar tab, the winners. I hope you've enjoyed the quiz. Have a good one. Bye. Oh no, hang on. One last thing. Of course, as the winners, you do win a prize as well. And here is your prize. It's a lovely gift. So there's your prize. Hope you have a lovely time. Right, so that's it, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm gonna stop sharing. No, I'm gonna stop sharing. And oh look, it says Jack Rawdon. That's not him. It's me.